Hello everyone and welcome to Magic Gathering Strat. I'm Binkabi and this will be a Legacy Cube Swiss draft. It was the shortest queue, so there you have it. Let's see what we have here. Alright, so I've been doing plenty of cube sealed, so being back to cube draft is a bit strange, but I think it will be alright, hopefully. Pretty mediocre pack, nothing really jumps out to me. We have a Tundra, which is pretty good, I like that. Remand is okay. Exhume is pretty good, but it requires some work. Martial Coup is okay. The green cards are okay, Teferi is okay. But very committing. Could take Summoning Trap. I do like green in the unpowered cubes, but I'm not sure. I'm leaning towards the Tundra because I guess there's two decent blue cards, but I'm gonna take the Tundra. There's nothing really jumping out to me, so I'd rather have a land that keeps me open. Here we go. We have a bunch of good white cards. Kytheon jumps out as a pretty spectacular one, but we have Sneak Attack. And getting a Sneak Attack past and this early is a pretty big deal. Blue supports Sneak Attack as well pretty effectively, but white I'm not so sure. But I think I'm just gonna take Sneak Attack. The most powerful card, the most fun card. Otherwise, I'd probably take the Swords to Plowshares, actually. Yeah, probably. It's good spot removal. You need a few pieces of those, usually, but Sneak Attack is pretty awesome. More super strong cards here in Mirari's Wake. Could be going Storm. Sarkhan is not terrible. Sidisi could be... Sidisi could actually be the thing. I don't recall exploit. It's when it enters the battlefield, right? So it's not when cast or anything like that. So we could take Sidisi, Sneak Attack it in, exploit it to itself to get something better. I kinda like that actually. Stonepowler is good too. The lands are okay. Sarkhan. I think I'm gonna take CDC. It's a bit of a long shot, but I think we'll be alright. The concept arcade cards has really made a big impact on the cube, which is kinda cool, I guess. So what do we get here? We get an Electrolyze, Ludoril Core, or Counterspell. I do like Counterspell. I do like Electrolyze as well. There is no red card, or rather there is no mono-red card that I would take here. And there is no big creature. Could take a Finron Elf to go with Sneak Attack and try to go green-red ramp. But I think since we have this to either tutor for Sneak Attack or a creature, I'd rather just go with that. I think I'm gonna take the Counterspell. We're a bit all over the place right now, but we will get there eventually. Another stacked pack, really. We have Keranos and Gilded Lotus, Dungeon Geist, Into the Royal, another Pilgrim, or Elf rather. Abrupt Decay. Keranos is not super good to Sneak Attack out. Gilded Lotus could be something. So we could ramp out our big stuff as well. Dungeon Geist doesn't really do it. We have to sacrifice. I assume if you Sneak Attack Keranos in, you have to sacrifice it. I still think I'm gonna take it though. And pretty sure it refers to sacrifice that permanent rather than sacrifice that creature, so Belware could be a thing. We also have an Underground Sea. I do like Prophetic Bolt and Whip of Erebos. Underground Sea seems like something we would want more in this deck. Prophetic Bolt is so good though, but I think I'm just gonna take the land and see where I end up. Just having a bunch of good lands is nice. I mean, we could be like a Grixis control deck as well. We don't need to have it. We could also be Esper control or something. It's not decided yet. We haven't seen anything to go with the sneak attack, but besides CDC, so that's a thing. I would take Tudors over mostly anything. Saying that, Dark Petition, I'm not sure that I want. We have a Serum Visions, which is okay. I don't think I would play it. It requires me to get to 6 to 7 mana, 5 for this, and then float 2 red, or rather have access to 2 red, and then play Sneak Attack. It seems like a stretch. I think I'm just gonna take Serum Visions. It's boring, but I think it's the best pick here. Massacre Worm. So Verdant Catacombs. And a Merfolk Looter, I guess. Looter could actually be really interesting if we will like the Exhume or something. There's another elf, by the way. Rampaging Baloth I don't think is the best sneak attack target. I'm just gonna take Merfolk Looter and see where we end up. I wonder if Jace is in the cube. Exhume did not wheel. Summoning Trap did, but... Could take a Seal of Fire or a Cunning Spark Mage. I think I'd rather have Seal of Fire at that point, yeah. So I'm not sure. Most of those cards tends to lean towards something like a control version, but I'm still open for the sneak attack. If we get like 2 good targets for it, I think it's okay with the CDC. Then we can take the control role and combo off, and also have the combo potential early in the game. If we're facing something like a very aggressive deck, we can go sneak attack and then go nuts the turn after that. Red fixing would be nice. We could also cut all the red cards and play white cards instead, but white is not flowing very well. And the Merfolk Looter was somewhat speculative, because if we got back the Exhume, we could go like discard Caranus and Exhume it, for example. We have a Shriekmaw or an Angel of Serenity. Angel of Serenity... could be good. It's either that or Shriekmaw. I actually think I want Shriekmaw more. It hedges good again into the control decks, and is somewhat playable with sneak attack. So here again we have a Terminate or an Underworld Connection. Both are pretty good. I think I'm gonna take the Terminate. And then we don't really need to be more into the spot removal thing. We could take a Bloodcast. It goes very well with CDC. I guess with sneak attack, but... or a Mishra's Factory. I think I'm gonna take Factory. It's good to be able to use your lands. So, as it seems right now... there we go. We are looking at a pretty control-oriented deck. We got some spot removal, counterspell, good finishers. With that in mind, I don't think Abrupt Decay. I could take Sorin. We could be 4-color as well. I mean, we have a Tundra, we have a CDC. Splashing like a Sorin is not that hard. Desecration Demon is nice. It's looking like that we can't use sneak attack very well. I have to check out the Caranus interaction first, though. I'm pretty sure I have to sacrifice it even if it's not a creature anymore. And a Farseek last pick. Green seems to be pretty open, but none of the good green finishers have come around, so I'm not sure. If we see Emrakul or Griselbrand, I'm gonna slam them. Most likely. It's not very many cards I would take over them, I don't think. But again, that depends on the rest of the pack. This pack is pretty disappointing, I have to say. We have Shivan Reef, Murderous Cut, Careful Study, Rift Bolt. Geist of Sintraft could be a thing if we're going away from the red, which is not horrible. I mean, if we're not counting Sneak Attack, we have 3 good red cards and 1 good white card, but we have 1 piece of white fixing. I don't think it's Careful Study. I just think it's Shivan Reef. That kinda cements us into red, I guess. I think that's fine though. Maybe Wooded Foothills? No. Completely wrong fetch land. When in doubt, take the land. That's a good lesson. Here we have a Flooded Strand, which I think you will take. Yet again, there is Dragonlord Atarka. That's 8 damage and kill a bunch of things. Maybe Sneak Attack is back in. So let's see, I think it's Flooded Strand. Because it can fetch up. I guess, yeah, I still think it's good. We have Isolated Chapel, I'm not too interested. We have Assembly Legion, not too interested. So it's between those two. So it's either do I want to keep Sneak Attack alive or shy away even more. This is a very good fetch land. There is only Polluted Delta left that we can get that would be equal. Alright, I'm gonna take Dragonlord Atarka. I just can't help it. Ooh, another good pack. Garruk is nice. Tamio is very strong. And Through the Breach. Through the Breach is pretty good with Sneak Attack. Gives us a lot of outs to that. But I don't think I want Through the Breach. It's too all in for me at this point. I'm gonna take Tamio. I like her more than the land. Yes. And Shriekmo is really a 2-drop. Here we go! This is another super good pack. We have Blood Crypt, Forbid. Isochron Scepter is pretty cool. Arc Trail is not bad. Seagate Oracle is pretty good. But we have Kozilek. Yeah, I'm gonna take Kozilek. This is what I tried to build from the beginning, so I kinda have to go with that. Now let's see. Imperial Recruiter gets Looter. No. We have Adakar Wastes if we want to splash Solemn. Solemn Visitor, I meant to say. We have Essence Scatter, which is pretty good. We don't have to play white. Outpost Siege could be good. It is a card drawing engine. Don't want too many enchantments though, I don't think. I'm just gonna take Essence Scatter. Try to play like a Grixis Control with a Sneak Attack finish. It's too bad Gila Lotus is gone, but we have potentials to get other stuff. Garden Hellkite. I would slam that if I didn't have Dragonlord Atarka already. Mox Diamond on the other hand. We also have Mr. Rainforest. Again, that would be super good. Brainstorm, not too good. Mox Diamond. We don't have that much in the form of card draw, which is a problem. I'm just gonna take Mox Diamond. I'm gonna greed here. So far we are looking to play most of our picks, which is pretty good. I kinda like where we are right now. I would like a ponder and like a compulsive research or something, just to build up what is it called? A mass of cards, if you want. That would be nice. We have Tamia, which could draw cards. Keranos can draw cards. Looter technically doesn't draw cards, but... So we still have that one white fixing if we want to play Sorin. Sorin is pretty good. Planeswalkers in general is pretty good. We are, however, looking to play a lot of creatures if possible. I also like the creature spell cards. Where are we? Come on. Kozilek is not the best sneak attack creature ever, but it's pretty good. Alright, we have Zealous Conscripts, which could go into some kind of combo. Underground River, which is decent. What do you do? Okay, it's pretty good. Sour is pretty good. Crooks of Faith, I don't think I want. Deathrite Shaman. No. Don't really want more of the little effect. We already have a Seal of Fire. We have Terminate as a scatter. No, I don't think so. I'm gonna take another land. Alright. Chromox. Don't think I want 2 Moxes. Volrath Stronghold is pretty good. Frost Titan is decent too. We could play Kiora. Or we could play Hypnotic Spectre actually. Turn 2 Hypnotic Spectre. It's not terrible. Or Frost Titan. I'm gonna take Hypnotic Spectre. It's pretty nice. I'm not sure if I will play it, but we will see. It goes pretty well with Mox Diamond, I think. And now we could be looking at picking up like a Dark Ritual or something. Unexciting packs, still unexciting. We have Talrand with 1, 2, 3, 4. No. Clifftop Retreat. To fix our mana even further, yeah, sure. We're not giving up anything. It will be hard to get that to come into play untapped though. We have Tundra, but then we don't really need it anymore. Bone Shredder. Yeah, sure. As I said, I like the spell creatures. And Through the Breach Wheel, which is nice, because now I'm more happy to pick it up. And this is looking pretty good. We need some kind of filter / card draw spell. That would be nice. The mana base is looking pretty good. We have been giving up the fetch lands in favor for other good spells like Kozilek, Dragonlord Atarka. I think it was between those. And I guess Mox Diamond as well. Yeah, I really would like a fetch land, but some of the key cards that we really need have been in their place, so... Right now we have 2 pretty good sneak attack creatures, and a few ones that are less exciting. But we do have Sidisi to smooth things out, which is good. And I guess Merfolk Looter as well. Seagate Oracle. Or Isochrone Scepter. Yeah, Seagate Oracle is fine. Do I take Recruiter now? Can find a good amount of things. Yeah, it's the only reasonable card there, I think. I don't think we will end up playing it, but we still have the potential of getting like Pestermite, Kikijiki or something. I mean, who knows? And then Imperial Recruiter will be pretty good. Yeah, I'm gonna take Maelstrom Pulse, since it can kill Sneak Attack, for example, or Solemn, or whatever. So what are we really looking at? We would like a fetch land, a filter spell, and a card drawing spell. That would be the best. We will see what Pack 3 has in store for us, as soon as everyone has been picking up their last cards. We also have some not too exciting cards that we are looking to play right now. I mean, Hypnotic Spectre is good, but it's pretty hard to cast and doesn't do that much in this deck, I don't think, so I would be happy to cut it. Okay, we got Erebos' Titan. No, I don't think so. Vendilion Click is nice. Damnation is also pretty good. Duplicant is pretty good. And that's about it. I'm gonna take Vendilion Click. Here we go. We have Eureka. We have Liliana of the Veil. She's pretty nice. Planeswalkers is usually nice. In this deck she would be a glorified Edict, I think. We have a Thundermaw Hellkite, which is good, but not really what we're looking for. We have a Cryptic Command, which will be, even with our mana, pretty hard to cast. We have a Dragon Skull Summit, which fits our mana pretty well. Karmic Guide, which is good. Lightning Helix and Volcanic Island, and I think this is a Volcanic Island pick. Yeah, being able to cast spells beats having good spells most of the time. Okay, Dismember. Do we need another spot removal? I don't think so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 potentially. We have Bonfire, which is good. We have an Impulse. We have Bitter Blossom. An Eternal Dragon, I guess. Dual Cast a Mage is also pretty interesting. I think this is just Impulse though. It's kinda what we were asking for, a filter spell. So I'm gonna take that. Unexciting, but I think it's the best one for us. Let's cut Hypnotic Spectre. Like those cards. I would like Emrakul or Griselbrand if possible. Well, there we have it. I think we're forced to take Emrakul here. Is there anything else that I would want? Splinter Twin, maybe. Solemn would be good as always, and Muldrifter, but I think Emrakul is the pick. Now I'm feeling pretty good. Now we have 2 ways of getting the faddies out. We have 3 good faddies to play, and we have 1 tutor effect and 2 filter, 2.5, I guess. We could use a green source. We have Mox Diamond but nothing else. Just so we can cast Dragonlord Atarka if we need to. We're probably not playing Mishra's Factory anymore. So next card to go if we're cutting is probably Imperial Recruiter. It doesn't do much in the deck. After that, I'm not certain. Maybe Seal of Fire. I don't want to overload on that effect. Not when we have creatures and stuff to fight our opponents. But we will see what the next pack brings. Ah, I see. Someone with connection problems always speeds things up. And I do like the Secretion Demon. I think it's a pretty good standalone threat. It's cheap, easily to cast, mana amount wise. We have Ashen Rider. It's sacrifice, right? Yes. We have Ral Sarek. And we have Thran Dynamo. The thing is that we're not ramping into anything specifically, so I don't think it's Thran Dynamo. So it's either if we want another big thing that we can actually cast, or a Planeswalker that kinda ramps us. I just think I want Ashen Rider. Now with 4 good sneak attack through the breach targets, I think we're set. I also like that we can cast this. It's not super likely that we will get to 8 mana, but it's not impossible either. And we have 2 white sources already. Alright. This is actually a very tough pick. We have Badlands, which would improve our mana even further. We have Gullus Shrine, same thing, but I think Badlands is better. We have Animate Dead, which would go pretty well with some of the creatures. Flame Tunkava, which is always nice. Is a charm that which does a lot of things, and Forbidden Alchemy, and I think I want Alchemy. Maybe that's too much digging and too little action. It will probably come back as well. We're not looking to get more spells really, so I'm just gonna take the Badlands. I mean, it's not that I don't want more spells, but rather than improving a spell a bit, I'd rather improve the mana a lot. We have Scrubland, Diabolic Servitude. It's a pretty good one. It's better than Necrotal, I think. Is it better than the Scrubland? We don't have any fetch, which is pretty sad. Diabolic Servitude could be nice. Yeah, I think I'm gonna take that. I mean, we're sacrificing something to CDC, we're bringing it up again. We have a Supreme Verdict. I don't think we can play that. We could play Jace, could play Vindicate, and we can play Dark Ritual. Still don't think that's good. It only ramps us like 1 turn. I think I'd rather pick Jace actually. Yeah, Imperial Recruiter can go. We need to cut at least 1 more card. We could cut... It could be the Diabolic Servitude, I mean... It's kinda cool, we have a bunch of creatures, a looter... And maybe it's good. Here we don't get much, actually. Guess we take Duplicant, but I don't think I will play it. I mean, it's good sometimes, but not always. Maybe I take... Okay, let's take Erebos' Titan. It could be good in certain matchups, I think. Still need to cut at least 1 more card. Could be Karanos actually. It's good to have another angle to win from, but I'm not certain how many times we will just play Karanos and win off that. Unas Prowler if we want more graveyard interaction. Ogre of Bolas can find 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No. Or a Thundermaw. Could also pick up Karmic Guide, I guess. Yeah, Karmic Guide actually seems super sweet. Yeah, definitely. Then we might have a use for Imperial Recruiter again. I mean, we don't have to play this, we can sneak attack it in. Dual Cast or Dismember? I think Dismember is the pick here. Not sure if we will play it. So Keranos seems pretty bad right now. Maybe not bad, but maybe we don't want Kozilek. Probably not, actually. It's good to have many big things, but we will never cast it. And compared to Emrakul, I mean, it's pretty likely that we can search up whatever we want. There's a hinterland harbor. Now we have a green source. Disciple. Could be cool. I was gonna take the frenzied goblin. I don't want to play against that. Kinda like where we are now. Maybe we don't need Diabolic Servitude now that we have the Karmic Guide. We're not that heavy on the graveyard. Synergies. We could do something like sneak attacking this out. Sneak attacking CDC out in response to the trigger. It doesn't really work. I guess technically it works, because we can sack this and then bring it back and sack the Karmic Guide. Fearmancer could be good. Is this what I want to run? It's a very interesting deck for sure. We have a pretty good mana base as well. That's usually pretty important. I do think the white splash is worth it. Sorin is pretty good. Planeswalkers in general is pretty good, and the white sources we have is kind of free. So even though I don't expect to cast those things very often, we can potentially do it. So as it turns out, a fetch land instead of Kozilek would have been very good. But that's hard to know. And maybe Keranos is a card that we want to play. Oh, we don't have... Yeah, we do have. CMC 1 creature. Pretty annoying. I guess you can count as a creature. And you're actually more like a spell. I guess you can be there. So this is 23 because this is not in. So potentials. We have Keranos, Imperial Recruiter, Mox Diamond. I think we need to play 18 lands actually. Dismember is also an option. I guess Kozilek. We could play like a Maelstrom Pulse, but I don't think we need to do that. How many white sources do we have here? We have 2 free white sources. 3 actually, so we don't need any planes. And then we're not that heavily red. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 red sources. 5 actually. So we could probably make it with 1 mountain. And then we are decently heavy on the black. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We probably need 2 swamps. I'm just gonna add some. Oh, really? Where did it go? So I can't have lands over there. This is just fantastic. Alright, screw that then. 2 swamps is probably what I need. That turn gets us to 8, 9, 10, 11 lands. That would make room for 6 or maybe 7 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blue sources already. Yeah, we could probably go a bit higher. We don't need any forests. That's certain anyway. So first of all we play 17 or 18 lands. If we play 18 land and a Mox Diamond, that's 19 sources. Gives us 21 spells. We'll probably cut like Seal of Fire and probably Diabolic Servitude. Yeah, maybe that's it. If we play 17 land and Mox Diamond, we get to keep one of those. I think I'm fine playing 19 mana sources. It's in reality only 18 because this eats something, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6, 7 ways to look through our deck. That's pretty good. So we're not gonna cast Kozilek. I don't think it's in. Keranos we will be able to cast, but will it win us the game? Or is it better in the sideboard? I think it's... I guess with the Karmic Guide it's pretty good. Maybe we do want that. Then what do we cut? It's pretty tough actually. I don't think I want to cut anything that is down here, so probably none of those is making it. Then let's try to do this again. We need no forest because we have one green source. 1, 2, 3, 4 red spells. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's start with 1 mountain. Medical line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 red sources. Could be the lowest amount. Black 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and we have 1, 2, 3. We need at least 2 swamps. Blue 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. A lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I think at least 3 islands. That gives us room for 4 more mana sources. Or should we play Keranos? Maybe we should just cut Sorin. We don't. Do we need all the creature removal? Maybe we don't need Essence Scatter. Okay, let's cut Essence Scatter and bring Keranos in. I think that's the best card that we're not playing currently. So lands 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's bring in at least 1 more mountain. Black 1, 2. White we don't need any either, right? 1. We have 2 white sources, 3. With the expectation of actually casting a single white card, I think that's enough. Black 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. At least 1 more swamp. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10. Maybe we don't need 18 lands. We are not that mana hungry. Our curve stops at 5, but the potential is to not play most of them. Could play Diabolic Servitude. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Alright, there you have the deck. I'll see you shortly for the first match.
Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, it really helps us out. You can find us on Twitter at MagicGathStrat, Facebook /MagicGatheringStrat, or on the web, magicgatheringstrat.com. There you can find articles and free prize-supported leagues. This is all brought to you by our Patreons and cardhoarder.com. If you enjoyed this content, please consider supporting us at patreon.com/magicgatheringstrat.